Good morning. Thanks again for tuning in to Millennial Diligence. Today I wanted to talk about hard work and specifically how the advice, just work harder, that Gen Z and millennials have been told for, coming on 2 decades for me, just work harder is some of the worst advice you can give someone. I think we have been stuck and mired in this hustle culture long enough to know that it's the exception, not the rule, for that kind of thing to pay off. Just work harder is like, I swear it's some kind of psyop they pulled on us, especially us millennials. Just work harder. Just work harder. It goes hand in hand with that whole thing. You can be anything you want when you grow up. You can be anything you want. Instead of giving us like reasonable goals and attainable goals, on one hand, you can be anything you want. On the other hand, you're not making enough money? Just work harder. No, work smarter. Work smarter. If you Gen Z folks, you people under 27, you're not quite entering your 30s yet, hard work ain't gonna do it anymore. Hard work is not gonna cut it if you want to get ahead of the pack. It just isn't. The proof is in the pudding. You have to skill up. Now, it can be a force multiplier if you're going to work hard and work smart, but just working hard. I know plenty of people who have worked their lives to the bone who have really not gotten ahead in any regard because they either because they refuse to skill up or they refuse to take new opportunities. Working hard is not a means itself to an end. It's not the way to make money. I mean, it can work, you can brute force it, but it's a different world now. It isn't the same as back in the day, it's just not the same. You gotta work smarter so you don't get burned out. That's what we're facing now, especially millennials and Gen Z. You don't want to get burned out. The good news is that you have to play certain games, but you can pick the games that you play. That's why I'm always kind of pushing entrepreneurship on this channel. Look into skills that you can market outside of your main job. I would rarely suggest someone just go right into an entrepreneurship, like starting your own business. I develop that skill while you're still making your income, but I wouldn't go right into it and take a huge financial and personal risk on something that may not pan out. Find out if there's a market for your skill and then begin to work on it. And then if it takes off, that's when you create a business. I don't think you just take a chance. Now, there are differing opinions on that, but that's one of those situations where in the beginning, when you're starting a business, you're gonna have to work hard and smart at the same time. They're trying to feed Gen Z the same message they fed millennials, and I'm telling Gen Z, do not fall for it. This goes hand in hand with that nobody wants to work anymore shtick they've been feeding us. It's not that exactly. I really don't think it is as simple as no one wants to work anymore or just work harder. That's ridiculous. Work smarter. If you're hitting your head against a wall and you're just not making any progress, say you've been at your job 3, 4, 5 years and there haven't been any opportunities presented, you need to either get out of that job or you need to talk to your manager or a higher up or something to get that ball rolling, because 3 years might not seem like a long time in the scheme of things, but when you're young, it's a ton of time. It's a ton of time. And when you're young, you don't realize how valuable time is. So use that time to work smart and not hard. Now, to get your foot in the door, I understand. To leave a good impression, I understand. Work hard. Work hard. Really like show yourself and show the kind of work you can do. And if you're starting your own business, yeah, you got to work. You're gonna have to work smart and hard no matter what you do. But as time goes on, your ability and your willingness to work hard, just to work your hands to the bone, it's gonna wear off. You're gonna get burned out. Your body is not gonna be what it once was, and you are going to be wondering, why the hell didn't I skill up earlier? Why the hell didn't I try to start working smarter before working harder? Don't fall for the trap. And speaking of Gen Z specifically, do not fall for this trap. of just work harder, just work harder. That is not a miracle salve. Just be aware of that. Working hard, it's not, I don't think it's a virtue. I think now that we can see, having a good work ethic just means you're probably most likely easier to take advantage of. That's it. So you got to use your end of the pendulum, use your knowledge, use your skills, use your leverage to get yourself paid. That's all there is to it. You got to be cutthroat. And I swear millennials even haven't figured that out yet. You got to we're in the age of like job hopping. You want a raise, a good raise, you got to leave, or at least threaten to leave. After a couple of years, you got to be like, hey bro, I got to go. This just ain't working, I got to go. That is part of the working smart mentality rather than working hard. Just, I'm going to stay here forever. I'm just going to be the good little boy or girl. But I'm warning you, it's not that simple, and you're going to be disappointed if you don't work smarter earlier on in your career. I wish someone would have told me this. Hey Tom, be a little more cutthroat. Advocate for yourself. Go out there and kick ass and just make sure you're getting what's yours. So, thanks again for tuning into Millennial Diligence. My name's Tom. We'll see you in the next one.